Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Hand of Fate. I'm Nai.
I'm Mako, and at this point I'm highly confused.
So, Mako was part of not just one, but two reboots of this series, as we had endless technical problems. So while this is the first time you guys are seeing Mako in here, Mako's seen me beat this boss at least twice.
You can now access endless.
Which is, it's a crying shame because the last time you pulled off some things you really should not have been able to pull off.
Oh, you missed the one I did with Trance, where I survived the final boss with 1 HP. We still don't know how I did it. So, now the game allows us to play Endless Mode, and that is partially because I know what I'm doing at this point, and also partially because I've earned enough cards to be able to do it. We're going to skip that, though. That's something, it feels like you should do that at the end of the game. So we are on to the King of Dust. The King of Dust broke faith with King and Country long ago, and has made himself rich and powerful through the judicious application of cruelty and terror outside of law for decades.
Sounds like a lovely fellow.
Yeah. So he applies a curse to us. Whenever the player finishes a combat, they lose 1 gold for every 15 health that they have. So if I'm healthy, I'm not going to be rich. But you know what they say, you can't take it with you. And also, he adds 5 copies of the Six of Dust to the monster deck, and adds 4 copies of Ambush, so I'm more likely to fight them.
Some men thrive in anarchy and chaos.
Beautiful.
The King of Dust is one such.
It's going to be wonderful.
His tools are cruelty and terror, and I suspect he will harbor a great hatred for you, my friend.
So the dealer keeps on, hinting that I've done things to people that I don't remember doing. It's lovely. We've got a bunch of token cards to add to the deck. Okay, can I get rid of 5 cards? Okay, so let's start on the left. Okay, all these have tokens. What can I get rid of? I can't get rid of Bandit Attack because it's still locked. Field of Poppies can go away. Mr. Lionel can probably go away at this point. He's not all that useful anymore. Maze of Traps is good. Help of Priest is good. Treasure Chest is good. We're going to try to get rid of Ratman Hunting as soon as possible. Okay, so we're going to get rid of the Apprentice. We're going to get rid of...
So you didn't get the card to get rid of Ratman Hunting this time.
Well, I just unlocked it. So that's Culling the Ratman, which is right here. You can tell that, by the way, by going and clicking on Ratman Hunting, and it will tell you this encounter can only be removed by completing the Culling the Ratman encounter. So I haven't gotten that far yet. We're also going to drop, I guess, Noble Trader. That gives me my decks. Okay, we're ready to go.
In these lands, the King of Dust...
We still got warning signs I have to deal with. Not looking forwards to it. I remember it from my original beta playthrough, and that card hurts.
Now, something I was going to mention, since again it got lost in translation, you didn't sort of put 2 and 2 together the first time. Those little pips on the side of the cards, they light up as you get farther and farther into the game. They show you sort of the upgrade condition of that particular suit.
First of my kings.
You know, I'm not 100% sure that's
has
true,
shaped
actually.
the nature of their forces with the strength of their will. They will turn that power to your destruction.
I thought that was true for a while. I even commented on it in the first or second episode. But I don't think it's true anymore, because it seems like the cards are completely upgraded, but there should be an upgrade now for, say... I think this next thing I get upgrades Rats, I believe. And Rats still shows, fully upgraded. Or maybe it's Skeletons, I can't remember. But something shows us fully upgraded that shouldn't be fully upgraded yet. Embertown Hero.
A quest that may lead you down many paths.
And here goes
towards jealously guarded secrets.
Here goes the dealer, letting us know that this is actually a quest line. You come across an injured adventurer whose battered and bloodied armor tells you he's seen combat recently. Let's ask him his troubles. I've been chasing a pack of thieves that attacked my home village of Embertown. I killed some of them in an ambush, but I fear I lack the strength to chase the rest down. If you have any honor, you will find those jackals and make them pay. Which unlocks Embertown Hero Part 2, which gets placed further on down the road. Embertown Hero is a very interesting card, partially because it's another one of those cards that's altered by you actually having access to a different card. If you happen to have any artifact on your person when you encounter the hero, instead of giving you this extended quest, he tries to attack you to get the artifact. So this is a new maze of traps. Those bushes there that you see have like punji sticks in them.
Yep.
I think that's what they're called.
Punji stick traps, yeah.
And they're actually meant to hit you as you dive roll. That's the point of their placement.
Making sure that you have less and less tricks up your sleeve every time you do this trap.
That's cool.
Now, the very first one of these I did that I did really, really poorly on was one where it was nothing but spinning blade traps.
For some reason, those things are really hard to dodge.
Yeah.
I don't know why, because they move so slowly, but
I'm sure you agree.
I think it's a function of sort of how you move as a character.
we're gonna go with the Berserker armor this time, just because we're gonna lose money, so
Armor that
mercenary
gives you
contract's
the
not all that good.
proportional strength and power of a barbarian, which you are on closer examination.
Apparently I'm a barbarian. How nice. And we gain 20 gold, which is gonna go away. Armory again, time heals. What time heals does is that during combat, if you press the right bumper, it will restore your health back to what it was when you started the encounter. Useful, but not right now. We're gonna take Fortitude's Breath, because it means I don't
Shield
eat as
for the
much food.
marathon, not the sprint.
Considering that you're
And
still
goblins.
fairly early on, that's actually a very useful...
Yep.
Of course, they're also going to try and make off with your shield, but...
Well, you never know. It could be my axe.
There's
There's a choice in the matter there.
Excuse
We're
me.
gonna
They always make off with my
see.
shield.
Oh, there's my shield. So we'll kill the guy who's having my shield first, because he's just not worth anything. He doesn't do anything. He's dead. Okay, let's go find the other two.
Bleh.
They don't really give me much in the way of money right now.
No.
That one's dead. We made a little bit of gold, but I'm going to have a net negative of gold because of the King Curse. Okay, now I'm going to be positive. Ugh. Through the rock.
But you gotta...
I hit him so hard he flew through an actual solid rock.
You'd come out of it with some food, though, which I suppose is more useful in the long run.
Let's find
Yep.
out what type of character.
You have caught up with the Embertown village raiders who call out, "Stay your hand, adventurer, and we will share the spoils with you." Bitch, please, refuse to deal with them and the thieving scum. You tell them to ask their gods for more mercy than you are about to show them. You get one monster card, which is 3 of dust, and they move in for the kill. Sure, about that. So so far in the story, I don't know if this ever fixes itself, but so far in the story, the game kind of, wow, that's some, oh, it's supposed to be a puddle, okay. As you're going, there's no texture on the floor over here. But yeah, so far in the game, we haven't really learned what's up with our character, like what he is, who he is. All we know is he's a whirling dervish of pain and suffering, who's apparently got one hell of a kick. Yeah.
And he's here for something, and this guy's... You learn a lot more about the game master than you do about your character, really.
So far as we've seen, yeah. You carefully turn out the thieves' pockets and gain 5 food. Neat. 5 max health.
If you gain health, then
And
I
40
will
gold.
take it.
Okay. In silence, apparently I approached the Embertown hero. I hate it when it does that, and I don't notice that it actually gave us more text. We approached the hero and blah blah blah, something something something. In silence, he hands you a jeweled ring, then dies. You put the ring away to identify later and bury the fallen champion. I think we went back and told him that we dealt with the thieves, something like that.
Let's see what you do with your newfound abilities.
Yep. And force escape. On to the next path.
On to the next area. Oh, God.
Except we get attacked on the way out.
I forgot this can happen.
It's a rare event, but any exit, as far as I can tell, can result in you getting attacked. I have yet to see any exit that is immune to that. The ladder might be immune to that.
How are you going to get ambushed on a ladder?
best not to ask because things like that happen.
I was going to say, actually, don't answer that because I'm sure I won't like the answer.
They push the ladder over while you're on it. You know, all Animaniac style. Ow. I should have not taken damage there. That's fine. Okay. Hooked you with my axe. I love some of the clipping that we get from time to time on like the attacks, because it looked like my axe was actually pulling that guy forwards. We get a free gain card, so we gain 10 health. Okay.
Do you understand how this game works now?
Ambush!
Do you comprehend the stakes?
A slight rustling behind you is all the warning you get that your life is in grave
They
danger.
will not let you reach him easily.
Yep, grave
Free of
danger.
dust.
Free of dust. The scariest danger of all. 3 guys when I just killed 5 of them. If I had to make one complaint about the game, I think that is one of the things that the monster deck doesn't... These guys are so easy to take care of. The monster deck is not as terrifying as, say, traps and pain cards.
Well,
Versus-
it is now, you know, when you end up being unfortunate enough to draw like 2 6 of something, you'll probably regret those words.
It's not actually that bad, though. While searching the area for anything worth salvaging, you realize that one of your opponents is only pretending to be dead. Sneak up and kill them.
Choose from these options.
Apparently, he was only mostly dead. A quick weapon blow to the head fixes that. You finish searching the area. Get another free equipment. Fleet cuffs. Amazing, I'm faster.
I was always a fan of
10
fleet
extra
march.
food.
You'll have to settle
and 20
for
gold.
Fleet of foot.
I'm so wealthy in food. A wife's fury.
You are braver than I.
Oh dear.
To get involved in a
Yep.
marital dispute.
While traveling through a small town, you're accosted by a furious woman who shouts at you through the door of her homestead. You there! You look like you can handle yourself. My husband was supposed to be home hours ago, but instead he's with his pals drinking away all our coin. They left the spoils from their latest job here. If you go and teach him a lesson, you can take your pick. What do you say? Sure.
Lady, you have yourself a deal.
Go to the tavern and confront the husband. Now here's someone with some sense. I would go crack his skull myself, but our dragon cow is birthing a litter, and I might burn the whole place down.
Dragon cow.
Dragon cow!
Huh.
You find the woman's husband, the Jack of Dust,
Jack again.
and his friend.
Did you think him done before? Oh, no. Shuffled back into the deck to rise again,
So I believe,
as are
I believe that I mentioned this before in the
6
series, but,
bandits to keep you on your toes.
face cards do come back as regular enemies as soon as you've beaten them, so it doesn't matter which one either, they can all come back. You corner the woman's husband at the local tavern. He is busy playing a drinking game with his friends. My choices are to threaten him or join in on the game. Let's get drunk. A failure and a huge failure there I gotta be concerned with. Success. You entertain the local tavern folk with your drinking capacity and tales of adventure. We get a gain card, and the card's token is now ours. We gain 50 health. Useful.
Poor Jack. His place is so much lower than ours.
That's terrible.
He merely repeats
Okay.
the same motions over and over, incapable of change.
So I rather like this card, the Devil's Carnival.
I will happily wager on the outcome.
Oh, yes, I remember this one now.
You have what it takes.
One day, just as dusk gathers, you reach a large country town hosting a traveling circus. Strange sights and stranger smells confront you as you begin to wander between tents and stalls that were once brightly colored, but now are faded and stained with dust. Peasants and nobles alike wander the streets and alleys, past wonders and amazements, seeming almost dazed. There's something about the place that dulls your senses, and for a while, you forget your quest. Forget even the path that brought you to this place. And on comes the chance cards.
All sorts of ways this could go, and all of them unique.
Success. You drift along the various stalls and booths, stopping to look at whatever catches your eye. The mysteries of the carnival await you. And another way to go. Huge success. Okay.
Ooh.
You pass a stall that presents a wide variety of colored vials, elixirs, and potions for sale. A young woman sees your interest and gestures to a bright green mixture, saying with a thick accent, "Care to taste? It not cost gold." You take a sip of the liquid, then suddenly decide to drink down the entire bottle. After a moment, you feel refreshed and full of energy. No, no, the woman says, waving away your coin. I say the price you pay, not gold, you pay later. The dealer draws you 1 max health gain card.
I like how you can see him sort of shuffling through the deck as he has to find one.
Yep, plus 5 max health. You leave the stall, feeling fit but confused with the woman's cryptic words. What could the price be if not your gold? Sometime later, you find yourself standing at the edge of a forest, the sounds of the crowds behind you. Day is just dawning, but which day? Looking back, you see the ruined buildings of a country town long ago abandoned. Reminds me of a specific Goosebumps book.
But you don't get a token.
But no token. There's the cave mouth, but I have 24 food, so we're exploring. Ooh, traveling tinker. Can use some of this money. Supposedly he has much to offer me. I kind of disagree. I imagine that I'm going to walk in, look at his wares, and walk out. Medium armor, ring of survival, explorer's helmet, scorching zeal. So the weapon has a fire aura that decreases quickly. Press left bumper to restore the fire and burn nearby enemies. Sure.
Fire, in its multitudinous forms, we still hold it in esteem and wonder.
Yes, I want to equip that, thank you. So now we have a giant stick on fire. What's over here? Ambush!
You may have to contend with every bandit in the kingdom before you reach the king.
He's talking about how I have to deal with bandits and that suddenly I'm dealing with mages. Because, you know, there's a relationship there.
You know, as you do.
Yep. Here, take fire. Stoke it! And your turn. No, you do not get to block my giant fire stick. Take damage from the fire stick. At least the damage is good. It's the only thing I can say for it. Okay. No, mage, you do not get to pretend to be dead. Kill him, draw 3 gain cards, including some random thing. Ring of Poverty. Ring of Poverty is okay. It says when the ring is sold, all the player's gold is lost. But the player receives plus 1 max health for every 5 gold loss results. You can get a lot of health if you have a lot of money, which is important because there are some like achievements for having a lot of health. I'm gonna pick up the Explorer's Helmet just because it tells me where the ending of the level is.
Also, in this particular kind of scenario, carrying around a lot of money is moot. You're just not going to...
It's just not going to happen. Call for the Priest. Okay, so this one's good. I think we've seen the Call for the Priest already. The biggest thing about it is it allows me to flat out buy blessings. Problem is they're expensive as hell. Blessing is 75. So the thing is, can I afford that? Can I make enough to get 75? Probably not. No. I can get 68. But I don't have enough things that I'm willing to sell to get that. Oh well. That sucks. Okay, we're gonna go to the ending. The exit. No, I'm not going to go back into the shop. There's really nothing the game can offer me that I want. Exit the cave. So there's the exit.
What brings you to play the game?
Asleep at the
You
inn.
will not tell me, like all the rest.
While sleeping at an inn, you jolt awake to find a bandit rippling through your belongings. You're quick to your feet, weapon already in hand. The bandit laughs, clearly drunk. Easy there, princess. Spare an apple, would you? There's a good lad. He stands unsteadily, clutching a stolen apple and some coins. You grab his arm in protest and earn a punch in the face. Looks like Nancy here wants to fight. The bandit laughs again, spits at your feet, and turns to leave. So keep in mind, this particular card was based on the ghost card, and the ghost liked us last time when we were merciful, so let's do that. Let's lower our weapon. The bandit looks at you with contempt. Thought so. He wanders out of the room, whistling tunelessly to himself, and we take 2 pain cards, including lose 30% gold and lose 3 food. Oh well.
Can't win
Shaking
them all.
your head, you wearily turn back to your bed and find yourself once again in the presence of the ghost from the forest. Its eyes, so familiar, so real compared to its shifting body, smile into yours. Something stirs in your mind. A past memory? You are still yourself. I need fear no longer. Its pale hands reach for yours, and you suddenly recall a laugh to go with those smiling eyes. I have lingered too long in this place. It drains so. Do not forget me. You blink, and the ghost is gone. Those eyes, gone. This card's token is now yours. Remember, this is all based on the player character's
The king
memories,
is one
so
of the players in our great mystery.
this is
Yet
a
here
thing.
he lies.
Jack of Skulls and 6 of Plague.
His time is now long past.
So what's interesting is that we're told that the king is a player here, but he's dead. So it's obviously not the King of Dust that we're talking about. Because he's not dead yet. He will be soon. I'll get there eventually. We got a Jack of Skulls and a 6 of Plague. This level has so many traps. I
Well,
want
if
to
you're,
see if
lu-
we can...
because if you're lucky, the enemy will trigger off a few of those traps and make things less problematic for you. On the other hand, you might just get murdered.
Not likely. Burn! So I learned what the ability of that does. I thought you had to make the fire on the weapon reignite. That's not what it does. It's you set everything around you on fire. Example.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you're not close enough. Hold on. Just get wrecked. Stop dealing damage. Yeah, you set everything around you on fire. I didn't realize this weapon is suddenly better than I thought.
Yeah, basically, no. But what it was saying is that the thing has sort of a passive fire effect, and when you're activate that burns away, and when you activate it, you're rekindling it and causing a huge fire burst.
The right approach.
So I'm not going to use Desperate Measures because I kind of like the one that I have. We gain some even more max health.
Ooh.
Devil's Choice. As
In truth,
usual,
though,
we know how this one
all
works.
choices are the devil's choice.
Here, I'll fight the Queen
Even
of
the
Dust.
choice to do
Yes?
nothing.
Yes. I have no problem fighting the Queen over 10 of Plague. I wonder if we're eventually going to get that high. Darn it.
I forgot you could do that.
What?
I don't know if you noticed, but when you did your ignition blast there, it actually took out a couple of the bungee stick traps on the ground there.
Well, those aren't traps. Those are just blockers. They
We
don't
have blockades, whatever they're called. I was trying to remember
Take
what they were
damage?
called.
Lady, I'll be over here until you stop your nonsense. And remember, the more my combo goes up, the more damage I do. I don't know why the game gets so blurry during some points. It's got something to do with the actual combat, but it's just weird and unsettling.
It's trying to do bullet time zoom
I
I'm
things.
sure you're grateful for that.
Armor of Cold. Hi, give me. Light defense. Nearby enemies are immediately slowed as the chilling effects of this armor take hold. Just, I continue to move faster than all my enemies, which is something that I love. I like moving fast.
Gotta go fast.
Yep. Ratman hunting.
Seems to be
Again.
an enemy of the Ratmen. They do not
Oh,
normally
God.
attack unless
Really?
Oh, boy.
Is this a thing that actually is happening? Are we doing this?
Yep.
Okay. You don't get to do that. Okay, you stop that. Get lit on fire. I'm just gonna keep on doing that. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna keep on lighting you guys on fire. Dodge that, dodge that, dodge that. Dodge that. Get lit on fire. Unfortunately, there's no enemy that's specifically weak to fire. These guys are weak to... I don't even know, actually, honestly. Stop that. You're annoying. Wow, I'm taking a lot of damage.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're taking a ton of damage, but from
It's
what?
poison.
Oh, right.
Yeah, the poison corruption that comes from dead rats. That's what makes rats so difficult to deal with. Not their damage, but their poison. Unfortunately, we gain nothing out of that. Bandit attack. Ooh, boy. Another monster card. 2 of dust. We went from really hard to spectacularly easy. Ooh, this is a new area.
Oh, hey, wow.
Fire. I'm enjoying this weapon more and more as I get to light more things on fire.
The answer is always fire.
It's always fire. Get 15 gold, so our gold is staying up there. Another ambush.
Of
Did you think
course.
would happen with a card called
Ooh.
And a 6 of dust.
No king falls without a challenge?
Just, I've gotten, how many times have I gotten ambushed on this same floor now?
Have you considered moving to another location, like one not quite so filled with the scum of the earth?
I think I count as the scum of the earth in this game, so I don't think that's even possible.
Well, scum of the earth, that's not you then. The one that's trying to
Star
kill
Wars
you.
Cantina, but that advertises that as a thing that gets you there.
I was gonna say, someplace filled with something that's not trying to immediately kill you.
I think it's everywhere. I think everything just wants to kill me. I'm one of those banes of existence.
Yes, well, that's why I said immediately kill you.
No, I think that's just a thing that happens. I am one of those people that everybody wants to kill.
Select your desire.
3 more game cards. Luckily, we're getting a crap ton of stuff off of this. So I can either go for the Mage's Mask, which says that if I get hit, I have a 1 in 5 chance of getting a shield. Or the Gloves, which says that killing any enemy launches 3 magic missiles to any remaining opponents.
Keep in mind that you already got the fleet cuffs for the glove.
I already have the Explorer's Helmet for the hat.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, it doesn't
We're
matter.
going to go Mage's Gloves because I'm actually already faster than my opponents, so being able to kill faster sounds like a plan.
Traveling jeweler.
Don't ask where I just got 20 gold. I just magically gained 20 gold for no reason.
No, the last game card you pulled was a
It
was
was
a
only
gold
15.
card. Oh,
I've noticed this happens from time to time, that I just gain gold, and I'm still trying to figure out what does it. We're going to do Ring of Survival, because that gives me
What will you do
stuff.
with that?
Do I have a, No, we're going to pick that up. And then we're also going to sell Desperate Measures. And we're going to sell the Berserker Armor. I'm going to keep the Fleet Cuffs. The reason why I'm doing this is I want to hold at least 50 gold on me at all times, in case a very specific card comes up.
I know the card you're thinking of.
Oh, I know why I got money. Okay, never mind.
An expedition.
Which
It's
one?
my hat. I uncovered the entire map, so it gave me gold. That's why.
Oh,
On
right.
this
I thought it
floor,
did it on the
King of Dust
final
waits for you.
final step.
He is prepared.
Lost in the desert.
Are you?
Of course.
You find yourself lost and alone in the desert. Let's pray to the old gods for salvation.
Whoops.
Oh dear.
This could go poorly.
Huge failure. Your prayers go unanswered, and you are shot by an arrow. Looking up, you see bandits approaching. 2 monster cards and a health pain card.
Perhaps
3 of
this time
mages,
you best
4 of
relax.
plague,
Plague.
and lose 15 health on top of that.
Defeat brings.
Well, you're boned.
Where have you come? Where have you been? I don't know why you think that this is something I can't deal with.
I don't know why, but I always have trouble with mages.
I used to have trouble with mages.
There's that. There's the mage blast that going off from your gloves now.
You're not allowed to hit me. You're not allowed to hit me. Oh god, I'm getting poisoned. I gotta say, I really like that mage blast.
It hasn't. One thing I always like about I like about it is you can tell like it going off means you know whatever you just hit is dead.
Yeah.
Occasionally, it's hard to tell.
From time to time, it does become difficult to figure out if you've killed something or not. You get even more
5
food.
3
And
gold.
because I have so much food, I could just walk back and forth over and over and over to fully heal. Like, that's a thing that I'm allowed to do.
You could.
Twisted Canyon, I'm not going to even bother with. I don't need another weapon. Traveling Healer.
Well, hey.
Nope. I need my gold. Treasure chest.
Open the chest, see what it contains.
Good luck.
I'm curious.
Sure.
50-50.
Only because the dealer said he was curious what's going on in the treasure chest, and I want to, make him happy. Failure.
Of course.
And it's the poison gas trap. Let's try that again. Failure. Wow. One pain card, lose 5 health. And that's actually the end of that. Another Ratman hunting.
Of course, killing their leader is a fine way to provoke them.
Another Den of Plague. Please at least give me a fairly large area to fight in.
Kinda?
Hey, you know what? We're gonna make money here. So I activated Mercenary Contract, and what that says is, hi, I get money on every hit that I do.
Mm-hmm. Which can be quite,
Oh, it's gonna be
quite
extraordinarily
lucrative.
lucrative.
Assuming you don't get shot to death.
That's cool, we're fine. Not the shooting to death that I'm worried about.
Or the poison. Or, any of the other myriad of ways that this thing can and will kill you.
That guy died, and you are the last guy. Let me get this money. You're not the last guy, that's the last guy. This guy's the second to last guy. That was the last guy, and I killed him with mage powers. I am a magical being of awesome. I have so much gold now. You actually got a food gain card out of that.
Now, I'm looking at this, at your cards there. Why at the top left, some of them look like they have a little outline on them, and some of them don't.
Talking about like that outline just on the one left right there? That
No,
kind
no,
of darkened color with the thing in the upper right?
No. If you look at the cards on the board, like the top two and the right two have like a slightly whitish outline. And
Oh,
the
I
top
think that
right one
just
doesn't.
indicates the ones I can actually access right now.
Okay.
The ones I could go to. I felt going to the healer could be a good idea.
I'm sure you're great for
8 gold,
fighting
15
into
health
the
back
boundary.
isn't bad.
Don't want to get rid of a curse.
Compensation. Holy moly, that's a lot of.
Let's get rid of cursed luck. I'm tired of that. We're also going to sell, what was it? I got something that I didn't want.
You had the group. You fleet cuffs. Everything else, I think you've still got. I'm sure you'll get into another fight before the end of the day.
Getting rid of the really big curses are just like, those are, it's hard to get rid of them.
They're meant to be.
Another shop.
They're meant to be prohibitively expensive, I suppose.
Ratman hunting. I got
Well,
a
there
1
you
in
go.
3 chance of
Our old
actually...
friend, the Jack
Oh, hi.
of Plague, returns.
Jackal Plague from Forward
I've got
Plague.
a 1 in 3... It's the second time I fought him. I've got a 1 in 3 chance of fighting the king here. And that's annoying because the thing that I want to do is to see if I can find
Calling the Ratman.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to hold on to money.
For those who don't know, the Ratman hunting cards are locked. I don't know if Nye covered
we
this.
showed that off at the beginning of the episode.
Yeah, basically that means that we can't remove them from the list, even if we wanted to. In order to do that, we have to find the Culling the Ratman card and do it. But that requires us A, finding it, and B, having enough money to activate it.
Yep. Now the money required is 50. But the thing is, remember, once I find the king, the game immediately ends. So once I find him, we're done. So I'm hoping that before I find the king, we'll find Culling the Ratman. It's also why I'm doing so much to make sure that I keep my money up. There's the Crucible.
The battlefield of
We're going to just
or at
attempt to
least
bribe the
close
mayor.
approximation.
Here, take 40 gold. I don't want to deal with this. Please. Please let me not deal with this. Damn.
Nope.
I'm taking to the arena anyways. That's 50 gold, not 40, you dicks. Man, that's really crappy.
Well, you
And we're
still have
gonna-
the 50 you need, but
No, I don't, because every time we finish a fight, I'm gonna lose money.
you might make some back.
On the final fight, I might. There goes 5. was gonna fight this 2 of skulls. No, I'm not gonna fight the 6. I don't want to do that. Thank you. Only
Wow,
took
that
4 attacks.
I was gonna say that was sad.
There's another 5 gold. Okay, 2 final monsters, 6 of dust, and 2 of dust.
8 of dust. Oh wow.
Wasn't allowed to be easy.
Of course not.
I'd rather be dust than rats, though. We're gonna make some money today. Everybody dies. 45. That was a 45 hit combo. It's the highest combo I've ever done. And now I'm up to 86. And
Ching.
1 gold gain guard. For 15 gold. Hello, King of Dust. The king is
Very
fierce in
few
battle.
Are so foolish as to deliver themselves to the king.
Don't call me a fool, seriously. The king is fierce in battle, but loyal to his troops. He can choose to heal them during combat.
This token will unlock more cards if you can defeat this encounter.
So remember, he can heal them, but he's not a skeleton. He can't revive them. So the answer to this is kill them really, really quickly. Or, if you like, kill the king first, but I like killing his friends.
Conveniently, setting them on fire tends to do this.
Also, Dad Axe.
That beard.
Mm-hmm. And that hairstyle.
This,
So also,
this is what happened to that guy from Don't Starve.
Yeah. So, worth noting about the king is that he can summon forth cannonballs. The king is also really good at, also the cannonballs will also hit his friends, so also worth noting. The other thing about him is that he is really good at the unblockable combo attack. Here, take fire damage. Nope, I'm over here. Nope, nope, and nope. No, stop that. Here, give me money. Give me money. I'm a bandit too. See, I should be one of your gang, not killing you. Steal all of your stuff.
Ooh. Ah.
And the really crappy hat. Okay.
There are
We win.
many who will be pleased that you have defeated the likes of my lesser king.
I'm very pleased.
As for me, I think you have but proven that I must defeat you entirely.
He keeps on telling me
A
that
set of new
he has to defeat me.
You will need
He has new trinkets for us.
Trinkets. For defeating the bandits who looted Ember Town, we received the Ring of Justice. For going to the tavern to retrieve the woman's husband, we receive Tavern Wager. For encountering the ghost again, we receive Gain 5 Food and Spirit Walk. As a reward for defeating the Bandit King, we receive Feathered Ice, Life's Limb, Jack of Scales, Hero's Remains, Stranger in the Shadows, and Old Graveyard.
Come once more to the king.
By your powers combined, I am the deck.
Yay! But that'll be around for next time, I think.
Folks, I got no joke this time. Hit like if you liked that one, and I'll do some more in the future. And hit subscribe, and you'll see more next time. We'll see you later.